Hello, chess aficionados. Here I bring to you a game from the San Francisco CTT Finals, being held now in November 2022. Young Krzysztof Duda's white and Anish Giri was black. And do you know why it's so important? Because I'll speed it up and I'll slow it down of how everybody's amazed that Duda, was able to see 11 moves ahead for a mate. So here we go. Let's look at the stats. Both made 2 inaccuracies. Duda made 0 mistakes. Anish made 1 mistake. Both made a blunder and 37 average centipawn loss and 65 average centipawn loss, 92 accuracy to 84. And also, what kind of opening was it? Queen's Gambit declined. There are goes in defense. So when you're defending, you have choices of how to defend with black. And so this is how you can read this. And then if you want to train more, you just hit here on Chess and you'll be able to train this opening. And you know, this is the Netflix Queen's Gambit. So you either accept it with the pawns or not. And in this case, it was not accepted. So this is how you can slowly learn about openings. And they have this theory, it's called theory. They have this memorized, but then they just wander off to some other land and it's called a novelty. And then there's different playing styles and so forth and so on. So let's get to it. I'm gonna put some to music, and once we have the point where it was the 11 moves, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, I will stop and we will review. It has a beautiful queen sacrifice, by the way. And notice how for some time in the beginning, all the action was on the queen side, on the left side of the board, and then somehow it moved towards the king side. And so that they're changing dynamics. Don't get stuck into one way of doing things. You have to be supremely flexible, like in life. If this happens, don't be very rigid. If you're rigid, you're gonna crumble. You gotta be flexible. Because that's my advice for you today when you are playing chess. If you go down to the deep dark forest, remember several things like captures, and checks, captures, and threats. Okay, in that order. Look for a check, look for a capture, or a threat. You know, it's kind of arm wrestling type of deal. Somebody grabs your elbow, you grab the other hand. And it's really very interesting. So anyway, let's get to it. Sorry for being so long. We start now. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look at this one, very important. You're sacrificing your queen. I mean, what nerves of steel for young Krzysztof Duda. Gone. But no fear, he's got this calculated, all these 11 moves ahead. And there we go. Okay, so look at this. Okay, put this on the board and finish it up. See what you would do. And go play against an engine, or go play against another opponent physically on the board, and discuss this. How can you bring in the checkmate? It's not there yet, but remember, he is almost there. Okay, they're closing in and crushing it. So that's what it was, the 11 moves. So don't worry. I mean, these are top level champions, grandmasters, super GMs, actually, the top players in the world of chess. They didn't just do this overnight. They took many years, and so just play for fun. If you're getting better, great. Depending how much you want to invest in your chess gameplay, it's better to start off young. So you have kids, boys or girls, start them on this. I'm also offering on Amazon, I'll put a link to it, a wonderful book that has notation, and it has a notation key too. So if you're starting out, that's a good thing to get. I'll put in a link. And just start. There's no better day than to do it with the first step. It's as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So do it. Don't be afraid of chess. It will help your thinking, patience, everything. It will improve for young and old. So get to it. Just do it. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe.